So this here is Onori Church in Fumihung, District 7, Ho Chi Minh City. And this church is interesting for a reason. So they have a cafe here, but up there is a church. And if you go down over here, they have other buildings. I'm not sure, I think they have a few. I think this is a pastoral residence, and they might have some other stuff. But this church is interesting because this church and also the church that I attend, they have a very interesting connection that I have to Korea. So the church that I am a member of and attend and work with is Jigucheon, which in English is different words, New Life Church. And so there's a brand of church in Korea called Jigucheon that's pretty famous, and it's not affiliated with that church, but I guess the old pastor, he liked the name, so he kind of copied it. And apparently Jigucheon has another branch in another district. I don't know if it's District 1 or Turok or something. I'm not sure what's become of that church, but apparently it's much bigger in membership than mine. So anyways, when I lived in Korea in Bundang, I lived by Ori Station and Migum Station at different times. And so the one station, Migum Station, that was near my place of work and also my church. And that was an amazing church. They had a great English program, and they had stuff throughout the week, like the Friday night Bible study, prayer time, Friday night prayer time, and Sunday service. And then in the afternoon, they had the Sunday afternoon foreign worker service, which is more for Triple D workers, which is the dangerous, dirty, and what's the other one, disliked or something, jobs that foreigners often come to do. And I liked hanging out with both groups, and I socialized a lot with the Koreans in Bundang, and really loved it there. I loved living there. Food was awesome. The work was great, but unfortunately the management of the Hagwon that I worked for was not so good. Even though they had incredibly good curriculum and good facilities, they just didn't know how to manage it properly, and were a bit toxic. So I don't know what's become of that place. I don't know if it exists anymore, but it was an offshoot of Solomon Christian School in the US. So anyways, I really enjoyed the job while I had it there. My coworker and I, we had to leave early from our contracts because the owner wasn't regular with the finances. But it was a good teaching experience. It gave me a lot of experience in different subjects, like teaching English, math, English social studies, English science, and English computers and stuff. So I think it was good for me to learn. That was many years ago. So anyways, I went to the Jigucheon Church in Bundang, and I really loved it there. I had so many good friends there, and I met with them throughout the week just to hang out, and we did many things, went on trips and stuff like that. It was fun. Although that's not really the closest church that I had connection with. The first one that I went to, which is a Presbyterian church in Gyeong, that one I had the closest ties to because I lived in a small town during that contract, and I really loved that church. That they really helped me in so many ways in my life, and just really good friends. But the one in Bundang was good because there was a lot of social opportunities because there's so many people living in that area. And so Onori Church, so they have one in Busan, and I worked for a short contract in Busan. And I didn't stay at that contract because the employer didn't provide the promised accommodations. He had given me some initial accommodations, and we had agreed that we would upgrade them at some point, and I could pay for part of the upgrade. but he didn't want to do that, so I just left with agreement. So anyways, it was a good job though. I mean, it was easy, it was good pay, and it was like very short shifts. So I enjoyed that job too, and I had a lot of free time. And it's nice to live in Haeundae by the beach. So I went to nearby Haeundae to Onori Church, and they had a good English program as well, and a lot of foreigners there, and a good mix of foreigners and Koreans. So it was a good opportunity for me to connect with people of my culture and people of Asian culture. And I really enjoyed that church, but sadly I didn't stay too long. And I had some good friends there, and I miss them. So so strangely enough, when I came to Vietnam first before I came to Korea. I came for 1 year, and then I went to Canada for a wedding, and then off to in the family, and then off to Korea again. And so I went back and forth to Korea a couple times. Only worked there a total of about 2 years. But I think God has kind of directed my paths so that I have some kind of connection with Korea and Vietnam. And it's kind of unique. So it's just really weird that I have a very close connection to two churches in both Vietnam and Korea, and they're the same names. I mean, that's just bizarre. And I didn't really plan that out, except that I recognized the names. But Onori has a wonderful cafe that is great for their mochas and some snacks. And Jigucheon New Life Church, they have an incredibly awesome weekday lunch buffet and a great service on Sunday. So, and now we have an English program. So I hope to build that church up with God. Maybe one day it'll reach Onori levels. Let's hope. So just do what I can for my part. So anyways, it's been a blessing to have this opportunity because, you know, I couldn't do this kind of thing in Canada very much. There are foreigners there, but the opportunities are less unless you're highly qualified. So this is kind of a special thing that I get to participate in, and I just praise God for all the blessings.